What's going on, everybody? Sean Daniel with Guitar Control here. Today we're learning a really cool song, Stitches by Shawn Mendes. Super easy to play. It's one that a lot of people recognize of all ages. So let's get right to it. If you want to click the link below, we have the chords to follow along. Now, generally, this song is played with the capo on the first fret. So the chord chart is still going to be open chords, but if you want to play along with the song, we're going to do capo on the first fret, but we don't do any kind of capo judging here, so we're just going to do it in the key of C, all right? But the song starts with an A minor chord. Again, two parts. There's a verse, a pre-chorus, and a chorus. The verse and the chorus are the same thing. We're going to talk about the strumming and everything, but basically it's going to sound like this. And then there's a pre-chorus. Which we can do a couple different ways. And then we go back to the verse chords, but now it's technically the chorus, right? So let's talk about it. Let's start with the A minor chord. Pointer finger, first fret on the B string, ring finger, second fret on the G string, middle finger, second fret on the D string. We're aiming for the bottom 5 strings, the highest 5 strings, okay? Now, this is the A minor chord. The strumming is gonna sound like this. Now, in the verse, I would suggest that you actually try to strum it a little different or palm mute it like this. Kind of down a little bit, so by the time we get to the same chord progression on the verse, we can kind of enhance the volume a little bit, right? But either way, the strumming is going to be you notice my right hand, my strumming hand is just like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and down, down, up, down, like that, right? So I like saying 1, 2, and 3, and 4 instead of like down, down, up, down, up, down, up, because it just is better for your counting overall. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and like that, okay? So you'll notice I'm getting a mute in there. On the 1, I'm getting a sustained downstroke. On the 2, I'm getting a mute, okay? I'm just doing that by taking my pinky and then just kind of like coming over the strings so you can't really hear it. You might hear a little bit of a harmonic there sometimes, not a big deal. And then the next sustained stroke is going to be upstroke. And then I'm going to have another upstroke, which is going to be the and of the next beat, okay? So what that means is I'm still keeping a steady down, up strumming style, which is way better for your timing, and then kind of incorporating the upstrokes into what I'm hearing. Even though I'm still playing the downstrokes, you can't hear it because I'm skipping the string set. It's the best way to keep time. So you can see that after I get that second upstroke, I'm kind of muting the downstroke again. And then on the back end, I'm getting kind of a double mute, right? So you're hearing a downstroke, a mute, an upstroke, and then 2 mutes. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna go to a G major chord. So middle finger is the 3rd fret of the low E string, pointer finger is the 2nd fret of the A string. I'm ending it with my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. Again, you can have your pinky there on the high E string, or you can just have your ring finger on the high E string. There's a couple different voices of G major. I kind of like this one best, so A minor to G. Again, same thing. Down, mute, up, mute, down, mute, up, mute, 1, and 3, and 4, and just like that, okay? After that, we're gonna go to the next chord in the progression, which is C major. I'm playing a C major like this. Pointer finger, 1st fret of the B string, middle finger, 2nd fret of the G string. I've got my pinky and my ring finger on the 3rd frets of the A and E string respectively. Now you can play it just like this. Root position C major, as it's called, where your ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the A string. But I kind of like getting that low G. You could see this as a C/G chord sometimes on chord charts. I like it especially because we're going to an F major after that, which you just take everything but your pointer finger. Your pointer finger stays the same, and then everything goes down together to get that non-bar chord version of an F major chord. So it's a lot easier to play. Again, a bar chord, F looks like this. You bar the first fret, your ring finger's on the third fret of the A string, your pinky's on the third fret of the D string, your middle finger's on the second fret of the G string. But again, this one is just as good, sometimes even better in my opinion, okay? So that C to F switch is something that is really, really efficient for playing, you know, a bunch of songs in a row maybe, and especially when these chords are back to back, you'll see that more often. All right, so the same strumming pattern, A minor, G, C, F. Now, those of you who are paying close attention may notice I did something different the first time around there, okay? When I went from this A minor, I ended up going to a different type of G major. Same G major notes that we held down the first time, but now my ring finger is getting the third fret of the E string, and my middle finger is getting the second fret of the A string. So instead of this, it's like this. And I think for a progression like this, it just makes everything a little more efficient. See, if you look at my hand, it doesn't seem like I'm moving too much instead of here, to here, to here, to here. Again, it's all just depending on how you want to do it. I'm just kind of showing you the chords and maybe some different options that you want to do, all right? So that's the verse and the chorus. Now the pre-chorus, same chords, different order. We're gonna start on the F. It sounds like this. Okay, so we start with an F major chord. We can do the same strumming. Notice what I did here? I just moved that shape 2 frets higher. Now, you know what this is right here? This is another voicing of a G major chord, okay? We could go to the regular G major chord, but I love how when we're ascending through a chord progression, which this is what it is, it goes F, G, A minor, like you'll see on the chord chart. F, G, A. Even though A is the beginning of the musical alphabet, the root notes are ascending to get us back to the chord thing. I kind of like climbing with the same chord voicing. So this shape right here can be moved anywhere. F major, F sharp major, G sharp major, A sharp major, B, C, so on and so forth, right? So we're kind of getting more of a climbing feel. And it varies the G major that we're using. So I think it's just easier. We can go from here to A minor. A minor again. So A minor gets 2 counts on this one, or 2 full bars by itself. F, G, A minor, back to F, G, A minor, dramatic pause, back to the beginning. And again, that last time, I just really am adding different strumming variations. That's why, you know, we've been focusing more on one strumming variation, but you want to have a bunch of them under your belt to kind of build suspense, because there's not a lot of chords in this song, right? There's only 4 chords, and there's really only 2 progressions. Again, really quick, the A minor, G, C, F is progression 1. F, G, A minor is progression 2. So to make a song like this, it may be more interesting musically. Just do a bunch of different strumming patterns, right? So that second time around, when I had the A minor twice, G, A minor, 2, 3, 4, and then start again, right? So to really just kind of hit it once, have that dramatic pause, have the audience and the listeners just hanging on every single note in anticipation of what you're gonna do, and then hit them with the chord, again, the A minor chord again to start the chorus of it, right? And then by the time you get to the chorus, you can actually go a little bit bigger, right? And then that's all about just kind of like adding different variations. Now, I don't wanna, you know, make this a 20-minute video about all the different chord strumming variations you can do, but I would just really think about counting it like we have been. And maybe if you want to build a dramatic pause, just leave a lot of space in between, or just do quick down stroke strums. Okay, so for instance, maybe one of the things I did in the last one for the chorus, the A minor G C F part. Let's do something different on that F, because we're gonna go back to the A minor. So you know, regular A minor G C F. Kind of something a little bit louder, right? Down, 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 down. Okay? Just like that, I'm going through the string set. Okay? I'm not going full bore on any of it. You kind of start on the lower part of the strings and work your way through it. And then kind of build the dynamic up. So I think this is a great song that should be in everybody's songbook. Again, real banger live. People definitely recognize it. Kind of a modern classic, I guess, maybe if you want to look at it that way. And a lot of different opportunities to practice your strumming. So make sure you click the link below, and then check out other videos on the Guitar Control channel by myself, other great instructors, and then let us know in the comments what you want to see more of, and we will hook you up. Thanks a lot.